में भी उसी पार्टी की सरकार चल रही है। आपको खुशखबरी ये देनी है।
The BJP has hit out at the Aam Aadmi Party with its new advertisement campaign. While the print ad targets Kejriwal's clean image, the image of who the Aam Aadmi Party says is Anna is creating controversy. Confronted by TV Today reporter on this, Kiran Bedi refused to speak. My colleague took the newspaper cutting, showed it to her, asked her on what she wanted to say on that particular controversial, what is being deemed as extremely controversial cartoon. Kiran Bedi, well, what did she say? Nothing. Because, according to Ms. Bedi, she has a throat infection. Very good evening. You're watching Capital Showdown, and where we are, we come to you from Janakpuri. Why so? Ask my camera person Zahir to give you a pan image of where we are right now, and actually go to the dais there, because on the dais at this point of time is Mr. Amit Shah. He's come in here because to show support to Jagdish Mukhi. Today, it was the BJP party president who was firing on all fronts. This is his fourth rally today, but not just alone. Along with him are over 19 MPs of the BJP who have their boots on the ground, who are campaigning as we speak. And on the other hand, what we do know right now, a clarion call which has been over the last 2 days across India, where a clarion call to fight Aam Aadmi Party. The number of BJP boots on the ground will only increase in the next 3 to 4 days to come. Just 6 days before Delhi goes to vote. Let's get your perspective on the number of people from the BJP, the RSS and the MPs who will be in the national capital, and why? Why have they been called so?
As political parties vie for Purvanchali votes in Delhi, BJP has roped in more than 150 of its leaders from Bihar to woo the community. Bihar contingent, which includes top state leaders, MLAs and MLCs, will play a key role during campaigning, as around 1/3 of Delhi's population is from eastern UP, Jharkhand and Bihar.
Madhya Pradesh CM Shivraj Singh Chauhan, along with his few ministers and MPs, are camping in Delhi for the election campaign. In this do-or-die battle situation for Delhi, even party leaders and the hundreds of RSS workers have also left for Delhi. Now they are trying to replicate hat-tricks winning situation formula of Madhya Pradesh in Delhi.
There is a large number of voters in Delhi who've actually migrated there from different parts of Uttar Pradesh, especially central and eastern UP. It is this vote bank which the BJP now wants to target at, with leaders drawn from these very parts of Uttar Pradesh. The party's top brass here in Lucknow has therefore drawn a detailed list of RSS and BJP men who would be campaigning for the party in the forthcoming Delhi elections.
The BJP is using all its might to defeat AAP in Delhi. All 25 BJP MPs from the state have been called to the capital. Not only this, the entire RSS unit of the state will be there for a week now.
From Mumbai and Maharashtra, a team of around 40 members is already camping in Delhi for the assembly polls. Led by senior BJP leader from Mumbai, Ashish Shelar, this team consists of MPs, MLAs and senior party office bearers, including some corporators from Mumbai. So the main task is of campaigning in various assembly constituencies. Some of them are also involved in strategizing.
Well, why is it that the BJP is bringing in outsiders? How is it that outsiders will actually help the campaign in Delhi? Very quickly, we're going to go across to our reporters. Ankit Tyagi is going to be with us from the Aam Aadmi Party, getting us the very latest. Kamaljeet Sandhu, picking up the latest coming in from the BJP, and Ashar Ahmad Khan, my colleague, getting us the latest developments from the Congress. But right before we cut across to them and actually go into details on what is BJP gaining by bringing these outsiders in the national capital when there's just about a week to go to election, we'll ask Zahir to quickly cut across to what is on the dais right now. And I'm going to move from his frame, Amit Shah. And taking the dais in chance of Modi, flanked by Jagdish Mukhi, no mention, we want to tell our viewers, of Kiran Bedi, neither of any of the leaders on stage or on the backdrop. I'll ask Zahir to close in a little bit and show you the backdrop, which only has Amit Shah, Narendra Modi and Jagdish Mukhi. But one of the main reasons that the BJP is bringing in outsiders, well, they look at it as a surgical strike. And they feel that it will help the campaign, which many believe right now is not going according to script. One of the main reasons, it will counter local party unit dissent. The other reasons, Delhi is a cultural melting pot. Bringing in people from the outside will help. Another reason going for bringing in outsiders, pulling them in at this point in time, is the fact that they have no stakes where Delhi is concerned, and they will work unbiased, which the Delhi unit is not doing so. And lastly, the star power of the likes of Shivraj Singh Chauhan, the likes of Devendra Fadnavis will only help pulling in those fence sitters. So, once again, from Amit Shah's rally in Janakpuri, I want to go to Kamaljeet Sandhu. Kamal, you know, what's going on where the BJP camp is concerned? What are we expecting? You know, we did cut across to all our reporters from the country, giving us details in terms of numbers. What are we witnessing in the next 2-3 days to come when we are looking at outsiders, when we are looking at BJP boots on the ground?
Well, BJP is putting its weight behind Kiran Bedi, and that is why you see a lot of outsiders, as you name them, whether it's Devendra Fadnavis, whether it is ML Khattar, whether it is Yogi Adityanath. So obviously we're going to see a lot of star power out here, but also that Delhi is a cultural melting pot. It is a cosmopolitan city. This is obviously going to be addressing and obviously putting weight behind Kiran Bedi. The strategy of Amit Shah is very clear. Get in as many people as possible. This is not only just a matter of prestige for BJP at this point of time. They have to win this election. This is right under the nose of Narendra Modi, and they've been trying to tell the people that one after the other they've actually won elections, and if they miss Delhi, this is going to be a big loss for them. Yes. So obviously if they have to scoop out, they'll really have to put all the star power behind, and we're going to start with Narendra Modi. Tomorrow he's going to be addressing a rally in Karkarduma.
Yes, four rallies is what Narendra Modi is going to be addressing. And what you were saying right there, Kamal, Amit Shah behind me stating the very same, counting on all the elections that they have actually won in India and how important this election is. There has been dissent in the Delhi unit. The top leadership of the BJP did think that they will stem the factionalism early on. It didn't go according to script. As we speak, local leaders are not happy. There are fears of sabotage as well. So that is one of the main reasons that it actually became official today when BJP Delhi State Unit Party President, Party Head Satish Upadhyay gave a letter to the cadre where he asked them to forget about all the rancor, all that is going on right now in terms of the unhappiness, forget about their grievances and ensure party victory. Upadhyay asked his party men to stop bickering and work for the victory of the party under the leadership of Narendra Modi. No mention in that letter of Kiran Bedi at all. So clearly the BJP is keeping up the pressure on the Aam Aadmi Party, and today, every day actually, what they've decided is there are a number of MPs who are going on coming every 3 hours and asking questions to the Aam Aadmi Party. Nirmala Sitharaman today also came up with her 5 questions. Yesterday, we had Rajiv Pratap Rudy who asked the 5 questions, and today it was the turn of Nirmala Sitharaman. She asked Aam Aadmi Party to clarify on why it is outsourced its poll campaign to Pakistan, Bangladesh and Dubai. She added that callers are getting calls from these places to vote for Aam Aadmi Party. The BJP also accused the AAP of hiding its account from the poll watchdog and being anti-women. The BJP has also questioned why the 49-day Kejriwal government did not prioritize setting up of Lok Ayog. Clearly, BJP giving it all to the campaign in the capital, and a latest shift in strategy just 8 to 9 days ahead of the all-important poll.
लोगों के अंदर एक हताशा की भावना थी, एक निराशा थी, लोगों के अंदर एक भाव ऐसा.
Well, when you ask the Aam Aadmi Party, and we're going to cut across to Ankit in a short while to get those details for him, they say it is the might of the national BJP, might of the cabinet against Arvind Kejriwal, because the AAP strategy at this point of time is, and they believe it's working, their latest internal survey says it's working, is that their star campaigner is Arvind Kejriwal, who is holding road shows after road shows, but concentrating on rallies. The AAP has also roped in the likes of Gul Panag, musician Vishal Dadlani, so star power working for AAP. Let's listen in to Yogendra Yadav.
Depending on where we are in this band, we are looking at least a comfortable lead of comfortable tally of 40 seats plus, but don't rule out 50 plus.
Ankit is with me for the latest from Aam Aadmi Party. Ankit, we believe the internal survey that the Aam Aadmi Party has conducted has left AAP feeling fairly happy. Why? Tell our viewers.
सोनिया मनमोहन की सरकार महंगाई की समस्या को हल करने में विफल रही.
Well, for obvious reasons, they believe in right from the time Kiran Bedi has come into the picture, there has been a groundswell for the Aam Aadmi Party. This is what their internal survey is saying. There can be questions asked on the internal survey, whether it is believable or not. Every party tends to give their own cadre a good message when they come up with their internal survey. But Yogendra Yadav is a very known psephologist. He has been in the field for the last 25 years. And he today said that I'm willing to put my neck out, I'm willing to put my chips on minimum 40 seats for the Aam Aadmi Party. And if the way things are going, the mistakes that BJP is doing according to them, they believe that even by showing this sort of a strength on the streets of Delhi, BJP is only sending a message out to their voter that they have been overwhelmed by Arvind Kejriwal. That is why they had to rope in every strength, every gun from across the country to follow and tackle Arvind Kejriwal. So they believe that is going to work for them, and in the run-up to the election, it is only going to increase.
Right. All right, so that is the BJP and the Aam Aadmi Party. What is the Congress thinking just about a week before Delhi goes to polls? It's banking on Rahul Gandhi. Rahul Gandhi was to hold not more than 2 rallies, and there's now thought with the Congress that they want to increase the number of roadshows and rallies because it's seeing high voter turnout. What Congress wants to well, it wants to reclaim the minority, the vote bank which actually lies in slums in Delhi from the Aam Aadmi Party. So no wonder every time we've seen Rahul Gandhi come up and take the dais, he's always more often than the BJP targeting Arvind Kejriwal and the Aam Aadmi Party. Want to cut across at this point of time to my colleague Ashar Ahmad Khan. He's getting us the very latest. You know, Ashar, till now the Congress has believed that Rahul Gandhi, good voter turnout coming, want to increase his number of rallies. How do you reckon that will change right now, keeping in mind Jayanti Natarajan's direct attack on Rahul Gandhi?
Well, what the Congress is doing is...
perception-wise.
Preeti, what the Congress is doing, it's just getting the cadres organized. They are trying to send a message to the cadres that they are also in the reckoning. It enthuses the cadres. Everybody gets in line. The entire district level, booth level Congress committees come into existence. They get reinvigorated. That's about it. As far as real politics is concerned, deep down the Congress party also knows that this is not their game. But yes, they are targeting specific areas. Now, day after tomorrow on Sunday, there's a rally of the Congress president herself, which is near a JJ cluster in Badarpur area. After that, what we expect is that Rahul Gandhi will also be holding 2 road shows in the days to come. So all this put together, the Congress is trying to put its best foot forward and also to ensure that their structure in organizational structure in Delhi remains intact.
All right, you know, just stay on with us. So clearly, Rahul Gandhi somewhat pulling in the crowds for the Congress, but will at least perception take a hit after a crucial press conference today, after a letter was leaked of Jayanti Natarajan, who quit the Congress, an old Gandhi loyalist today, trained her guns at none other than Rahul Gandhi. Well, that is our I said it today.
20th of December, when I was asked to resign, The next day, on 21st of December, Shri Rahul Gandhi addressed a meeting of FICCI leaders where he assured them that environment will no longer be a bottleneck. When I saw this on YouTube, I was alerted by media. I was very upset because the main hard line on environment was given by him.
Well, at least perception-wise, Congress will take a hit with that press conference. Maybe it might not tantamount to any change in actual voters there. Now, in Capital Showdown, in the evening at 7:30 and in the morning when our show goes on air at 9:30 a.m., we've introduced a section called I Have a Question, where we will take the voters out there in the national capital, ask them on what question they want to ask a particular MLA, and we get that question answered. Today, we were in the constituency of Patparganj, where a voter asked a question to their sitting MLA, Manish Sisodia.
My name is Vivek Sharma. Mr. Sisodia, I have a question for you. पिछले एक साल से आप जब से एमएलए बने हैं हमारे यहाँ पे मयूर विहार एरिया में 24 आवर इलेक्ट्रिसिटी नहीं आ रही है, तो मैं आपको वोट क्यों दूं जब तक आप हमें इंश्योर नहीं करते हैं कि हमारे यहाँ 24 आवर इलेक्ट्रिसिटी आएगी।
नहीं, मैं एक तो बिजली की अगर पावर सप्लाई कभी रुकती है तो वो किसी टेक्निकल फॉल्ट की वजह से रुकती है, वरना बिजली अभी भी मयूर विहार में 24 घंटे ही आ रही है, क्योंकि मैं खुद भी मयूर विहार में ही रहता हूँ। और कभी किसी एक दिन किसी कारणवश, क्योंकि हमने कुछ ट्रांसफार्मर्स बदलवाए हैं, उसकी वजह से अगर कभी कभी दिक्कत हुई हो तो अलग बात है, वरना अभी भी 24 घंटे बिजली आ रही है और आगे भी 24 घंटे बिजली आएगी। क्योंकि मैं सरकार में भी रहा हूं और मैं जानता हूं कि दिल्ली के पास बिजली की कोई कमी नहीं है। दिल्ली में बस बिजली सस्ती करने की जरूरत है, कमी बिजली की नहीं है दिल्ली में। जानते ना?
Well, many believe that this election in Delhi has become a war of personalities between Kiran Bedi and Arvind Kejriwal. So who do people actually like? Well, these kids right there were talking to me just a short while back on Arvind Kejriwal and Kiran Bedi. क्या बोल रहे थे, कौन पसंद है, किरण बेदी या केजरीवाल?
किरण बेदी।
क्यों?
क्योंकि वो अच्छी सरकार है।
क्योंकि वो अच्छी सरकार है, सरकार तो बनी नहीं। इससे पूछो कौन पसंद है?
पता नहीं।
पता नहीं। Well, we've got an in-house expert to gauge body language, the kind of clothes they wear and how they connect to the people. So we're going to go across to that, and it's also good night from my camera person Zahir and the entire team of Capital Showdown. We of course see you tomorrow 7 p.m. but do stay tuned for our morning show as well, 9:30 a.m. My colleague Ankit Tyagi would be joining you. So that's good night, but our coverage on the mother of all political showdowns continue in Capital Showdown.